Did you paint this?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. It's actually really good.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's a good painting. Then why didn't you say that? I did say that. No, you said it's actually really good, which makes it sound like you're surprised that it's good. Makes it sound like you're the arbiter of quality and you're amazed I lived up to your standards. It's kind of pompous.
I sound pompous. You're the one who just said arbiter.
Okay, fine. But do you see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. It's actually a pretty good point.
Really?
Okay, murder question for you. All right, you're stuck in a scary movie plot. You've been captured by this murderous maniac, and they tell you they're gonna kill you, but you get to pick how. What do you choose? Easy. Old age. Okay, yeah, that seems clever at first, but it's might not be a good idea. Why? Kill me by letting me live. It's ironic. Because they're gonna choose how you spend that time. Good point. Maybe I'd ask them to bore me to death. Interesting. That way they wouldn't be able to do anything dramatically terrible. It would be dull, but painless. But that would just end up being like solitary confinement and you'd only avoid physical pain. Fair. Also, what if they bore you to death in a different way and actually like drill a hole through your guts? Cool. This is a hard question. I'm stumped. I guess just shoot me. Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, something's come up. I need to know. Is the universe conscious?
Aren't you at work?
Never mind that now. Is the universe conscious?
Of course, if there's such a thing as consciousness, the universe has it.
I know there are things in it that are conscious, but is it conscious itself?
Let me ask you this. Are you conscious?
For now.
Is your hand? Are your knees? They're a part of you. Are they conscious?
Not on their own, no. They're a part of me. I consciously operate them.
Do you though?
Yeah.
Is your heart a part of you?
Yeah.
Would you say you operate that?
No, I guess I don't.
Is it conscious?
I suppose not.
Exactly. You have no problem considering you to be conscious, despite being comprised of billions of elements that are not individually conscious, and you're not even conscious of, let alone controlling.
Okay.
So why wouldn't it be the same for the universe at large? How could it not be? This isn't some grand or mystical claim. I mean, some people take it there, but it doesn't have to be. It's just a basic observation. Oh, just a sec. Sorry, I thought I had another call coming in.
Who'd you think it was? The universe?
I mean, I guess if it had been anybody, it would have been the universe.
Hey, we should make one of those videos where it's a conversation with ourselves.
No, we only have the one shirt. People won't be able to tell us apart.
I'll just put my hair down. Now we're different.
Still don't want to. I'm feeling pretty lazy.
Come on, it'll be fun. It's not that hard.
Will you just take a no?
What about that guy out there? Don't worry about him. His part is super easy to film.
Fine. We can make a video talking to ourselves.
Yes! You're not going to regret this. And do you mind if we add a fourth part? I just found a camo windbreaker in the back. And a hat.
Oh my God. Okay, so what do you guys want to talk about?
I was going to ask you that.
No. Shut her down.
Knowing is the enemy of knowledge. That's a dumb way to start a video. No one's gonna watch this.
Well, I'm not talking about philosophical, esoteric bullshit.
I mean this very practically. Knowing is the enemy of knowledge because if you know, you don't wonder. And if you don't wonder, you don't ask. And if you don't ask, you don't learn. And if you don't learn, you have no knowledge. Knowing leads to the absence of knowledge. Okay, so what's the practical application?
If my wife says, can you pick up cat food? I will.
Buggy out here.
I know that she means the wet food.
Okay.
But she meant the dry food. I knew it was the wet food, so I didn't have knowledge.
So you didn't know.
But I did. I was wrong, but I did know.
You didn't know, you thought you knew.
Fine, I thought I knew. But is that different? The sensation of thinking I know and knowing are identical. Certainty is a hell of a drug.
Okay.
We crave it. We think we need it. But actually built into the nature of certainty is its own impossibility. If you're certain, you've stopped wondering. And as soon as you stop wondering, you're not on the pathway to knowledge anymore.
Okay.
It's like you were on the highway to knowledge, but you've pulled off to a rest area and that's where you live now.
You said this wasn't gonna be philosophical bullshit.
Jesus, my favorite comedian.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I'm serious. Everything about him makes more sense if you look at it through the lens of him having a dark sense of humor.
Like when he got hangry and killed a tree?
Exactly. Or the story where the guy didn't have the right wedding clothes, so the king first called him friend, but then had him tied up and thrown out.
The one where the guy protected his boss's money instead of aggressively investing it, so they cast the worthless servant into outer darkness?
The acerbic repartee where he calls the Canaanite woman a dog.
He seems sort of bad-tempered.
Or he was trying to be funny. And which is a more generous interpretation?
I mean, he did let Lazarus die on purpose. Interpreting that as a prank is actually a pretty positive spin.
Right? I'm not trying to be sacrilegious here. I feel like saying Jesus is hilarious
is respectful. Riding a donkey, flipping tables in the temple, the showmanship, the antics. But no one was laughing. That's because the joke's not over. We're still living in the punchline. It's been 2,000 years. Truly the anti-comic's anti-comic. He literally died.
I told you he had a dark sense of humor.
You gotta admire someone so committed to the bit.
Is someone at the door?
No, that's actually my heart. Who is it?
Welcome to Renaming Churches with a Thesaurus. My guest today is me, but in a few minutes after I change shirts. All right, you know the drill. I say a church, you give it a new name with synonyms. And we have to move fast because the show's only a minute. No time to ask why you have your top button like that then? No, fine. Let's do it. Here we go. Dream City Church. Fantasy Town. The Summit Church. The Climax Church. They meet in the same building as Fantasy Town. Okay, moving on, just a little bit later. Immaculate Conception. Ultra clean insemination. Not just clean, it's very sterile. Fair. Okay, next. Potential Church. Strange, but okay. Embryonic Church. All right, wait a second. We had Fantasy Town, then Climax, then Insemination, and then Embryos. I'm sensing a thematic arc here. What's next? New Birth Missionary Baptist? No. Harvest Time. Culling Hour. And that's today's episode of Renaming Churches with a Thesaurus. Come along for more. If you feel like it.